my eyes, and then you stare, and I know you told me. If you walk in my shoes, you wouldn't judge me so hard, and then you would know that my eyes are on you. I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. I will see things through. I can't lie to you.
Already smashed my man. Let's go.
You
guys know the drill, man. Walk in the room.
If you give me one chance, I give all the love to you. You know I would now. I can't lie to you.
Beautiful day.
I can't lie to you.
Another beautiful day in quarantine.
I will see things through. I can't lie to you.
This is shout out to Scott Norris for the song I Can't Lie to You. What's up, Alfonso? How you doing, man?
I've seen most things your way. Can you try to see some mine? Just try.
You guys bullish on gold? Who's bullish on gold? I'm very bullish on gold, guys. If you're bullish on gold, smash the like button. If you're bullish on gold, smash the like button. When you enter in the room, smash the like button. And when you invest, make sure you invest in the best. It's true.
I can't lie to you.
Hey, Robert, what's up, man? Good to see you here, brother.
To you, yeah.
Let's get our likes game up. Let's go. We're at 50%. We got to do better than 50%. We're not a 50% community. We're more like a 100% type of community. We're not a 50% community. So we got to get our likes game up. Take a thumb. Looks like this. You smash. Touch it. You poke it. You click it. You flick it. Whatever you want to do, but you must smash when you enter in this room.
I won't lie to you.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. I respect you, man. I live in Vancouver, man. It's beautiful here. Beautiful British Columbia, guys. Beautiful British Columbia. And I like to go wherever it's nice. I like to also go wherever it's nice because I don't like bad weather. And I love the sunshine and I love the beach. And I prefer to be in the beach, but we're in quarantine right now, so it's probably not the safest thing, probably not the smartest thing for me to be doing, going to the beach. But on a day like today, I'd love to go to the beach. I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. I have friends that are messaging me saying, let's go to the beach. And I'm like, aren't we supposed to be in quarantine? So, you know, we've waited this long. What's another month as far as I'm concerned? But anyways, today's topic is gold. So I've been watching gold and I've been trading gold, and within our trading community, we've been trading gold. Within our, even myself personally, I've been buying gold. I've been buying gold stocks. I've recently got out of all the big board gold stocks that I was buying, specifically Kinross Gold. I was buying a lot of Kinross Gold. And when they made their big move up, I took my profits, I ran, got out of gold. It actually went up a little higher since, but now it's starting to retract a little bit. I believe gold's going to retract. It's going to consolidate a little bit, and then we're going to see it shoot up. And we're going to see it shoot up into the 1800s. I believe that we'll probably see gold go as high as 1950 to 2000, which would be an all-time high for gold ever. My prediction is we are going to see that over the next 3 to 6 months, that we're going to see gold break its all-time high, and we're going to see it go into 1800s. It might retract back to 1700s and then shoot back up to 1900s. We may even see it go as high as 2000. But I truly believe that we are going to see a big move in gold. However, I'm not buying the gold stocks right now, because if you look at Nova Gold, Barrick Gold, Kinross Gold, B2 Gold, you'll see that they've all just shot up over the last month. A huge amount, like 100% in some cases. So I believe there will be a pullback at some point. We've seen a little pullback, but I think there will be a bigger pullback. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm staying in cash right now as much as I can. And then I'm going to position myself in those four specifically: Barrick Gold, Kinross Gold, Nova Gold, B2 Gold. I like those four. So I predict we're going to see gold go to 1900s, maybe as high as 1950, maybe even as high as 2000 this year. And that means where we are right now, there's still some upside. And if you like gold stocks, I believe there's still a lot of upside. I believe there's still a lot of upside for gold stocks. Bill says, here in New England, USA, it's stinking it up lately. We're getting a lot of rain. Sharky Tor says, gold is inverse to the economy, I think. I just believe that gold right now is the safe haven for the high net worth investors. And when you see a lot of money getting poured out of oil, and I believe oil is also very low, and that's also a buy. But if you see a lot of money being poured out of oil, you have to assume that a lot of that's going into gold, because gold is the safe haven. So I see a lot of people putting their money and pouring their money into gold. And the high net worth investors that I'm talking to are all buying gold. Physical gold, they're buying gold stocks, gold ETFs, but they're accumulating gold, and junior gold miners. So talking about that, recently I bought 3 junior gold miners. Yesterday I bought LBC. I also own BEX, and I own MEK. So not just gold, but they're miners. BEX is in palladium. MEK is in gold and other resources. And LBC is in gold and copper and other minerals. These are plays that I've decided to position myself in all 3. All 3 of them are also picks from National Inflation Association, that they are essentially being hired to promote for the next 3 to 6 months. So I believe that the price of gold is going to go higher. That's why I invested in those 3 companies. They're junior gold miners. They're all still really early. So I believe that they're going to take a few months, but I believe in the next 3 to 6 months, all 3 of them will have a chance to double. That's my opinion. I might be wrong. I am putting my money where my mouth is. I've invested in all 3, so we'll see. But I believe that all 3 will have a very good chance to double in the next 3 to 6 months. And because they're hiring National Inflation Association, you would have to assume that after these alerts that National Inflation Association has put out on all 3, that there will be news coming. So I'm waiting for that news. So I believe when that news comes, that'll be a catalyst, and you're going to see that those 3 gold plays are going to make a move. But we'll see. That remains to be seen. I don't see why they would go and hire National Inflation Association, pay them, and then not put out press releases. So all three of them have been promoted by National Inflation Association now. None of them have put out any press releases. So that leads me to believe that something's coming. So stay tuned. Victor says, invested in Bontero Resources, BTR, on April 6th, up 45%. Nice job. Good work, Victor. Check out qbtc.u, new IPO. Isn't that GBTC, but the Canadian version, which is the Bitcoin Trust? Yes, Bex is Benton Resources. That's correct. Do I think DCOP has a chance? It's a gold stock. I think anything that's in gold right now is definitely going to be really hot over the next 3 to 6 months and potentially beyond that. I think that oil is also at an all-time low, and I believe there's a lot of opportunity in oil stocks. Yeah, that's the GBTC. That's the Canadian version of GBTC, Global Bitcoin Trust. And I'm a huge fan of Bitcoin. I've been talking to you guys about Bitcoin, telling you that they're going to go up, telling you that Bitcoin is going to be halving in May. And we're almost in May, so we're like right there. So I do get paid in Bitcoin through the Trading Academy, so I am accumulating Bitcoin. And I love getting those Bitcoin payments. Chatania says, Oceana Gold is very oversold and bouncing back. Buy on the dip. Hey, thank you for sharing. Appreciate you sharing. Dr. Situ says, hi, crude oil is up 40%. Will this continue? Yes, it will. I've told you guys this. The price of oil has to go to $50, $60 a barrel in order for the oil industry to exist. The price of oil will not stay at these prices, or the entire industry of oil will go bankrupt. And we can't have all of those big multi-billion-dollar companies go bankrupt. It's not going to happen. This is a supply and demand issue. We have a major issue with oversupply of oil. We have a major issue of where to supply it. And that's why the price is going down. However, when people go back to work, people start driving, and people start traveling, and airplanes start burning fuel, and cars start burning fuel, you'll see the price of oil will skyrocket back up. And I don't think we're that far away. I predicted June. We're almost into May. So we've got through April, pretty much the entire April in isolation. And we just did that for a whole month. Why not one more month? So what is the QBTC all about? It's just the Canadian version. We can buy it as Canadians. Countries don't run the world. Investment banks do. Well, you know, there are the very, very elite rich families that run the printing presses, that run the Fed. They control the printing presses, right? So the person who controls the printing presses, the person who controls the printing of the paper, they're the ones that make the rules. We work for the paper, then there's the people that print it. Those families, I'm not going to mention names, but those families, the very elite, the trillionaires that nobody talks about, on the list of the rich is the rich, they're the real richest of the rich. The ones that print the money that we work for, yeah, the guys that print it, those guys. They own all the gold, they own all the oil, they own all the Bitcoin, they own all the real estate, they own all the stock, they own everything. We only just get a sliver. And we flossing like, you know, oh, we got a Rolex, and we got a Lambo, we got a nice house, but that's nothing. The elites, they print it, right? They just print it. It's like a printing press, they print it. So, we work for what they print. Yeah, the Canadian version of GBTC is qbtc.u. Jimbo says they don't own all the guns and ammo. No, you're right. You're right. You're definitely right about that. But have you ever noticed that when they talk about the richest people in the world, they never mention those families, they never mention those names? Those are the people that are printing it. Those are the people that really, truly control the world. The people that print the money. The people that sit down at that table, they're the ones that really run the world. Hey, man, you know what they say, guys? They always say, sell in May and go away, right? Sell in May and go away. And what have I been telling you guys? Get into cash, right? I've been telling you guys, get into cash, sell in May and go away. I mean, I'm 60% cash right now, guys. So, you know, the other 40%, I'm going to be looking to sell over the next few months and position myself in the best companies at the lowest prices. But I truly believe that gold right now will be a safe haven over the next few months as people look for safe places to put their money. I think one of those safe places is gold. Robert Singh says, when I type it in, the US version comes up. Well, that's because it's a brand new symbol in Canada. So it just hasn't shown up yet. But if you go to your broker and you go to like TD, Robert, or any Canadian bank, and you type in that symbol, qbtc.u, it should pull up. Dan, the IT guy, says Rothschild. Yeah, that's one of the families. If you guys want to mention the families, go right ahead. You can mention the names. I'll read it, but I'm not looking to cause any problems. Not with people with that type of clout.
I've heard it. Live or not?
I'm live yet. Jimbo Code says, give me the power over a nation's money and I care not who makes its laws. Mayor Amschel Rothschild. Did I get my High Times email? Which one? Which email? TSX down 450 points today. Well, I mean, the markets have been running, guys. Like, this is why I've been telling everyone to get in cash. We can't assume that the markets are going to be running at an all-time high in a pandemic. I mean, it's very difficult and hard for me to believe that the markets will continue to market melt up in a pandemic, you know? So, you know what I mean? It's just, it's just, yeah, the market's running up in a pandemic. So I called the market melt up. Then we had a pandemic, and then the market crashed, and now we're back to market melting up in a pandemic. Did I anticipate that the market would melt up in a pandemic? No. I always believe that the market would crash in a pandemic, and it did. And now we're melting up again. But I still believe that there's another crash coming. I might be wrong, but I truly believe there's another crash coming. And when there is potentially that next crash coming, but it might not come. And I'm not the only one that believes this. You know, a lot of people believe this, like Mark Cuban, who's also in cash, saying the same thing. And a lot of very, very high net worth investors betting that the market's going to crash. If the market does crash, gold will skyrocket. That's why I believe gold will go to 1900 to 2000 plus, because it will be the safe haven that everybody will rush to. Everyone will put their money in gold. Everyone will store their gold like squirrels storing nuts. They're going to store their gold. They're going to stash their gold, because when everything crashes, everybody's going into gold. QBTC.U is the Bitcoin ETF. So if you believe that the price of Bitcoin goes higher, which I do, because Bitcoin is going to be doing their halving process May 18th to 20th. So we're like 3 weeks away now from Bitcoin halving. When Bitcoin does their halving, I believe that's going to be a major catalyst. And you can already see that with the price of Bitcoin skyrocketing over the last few days here. Dan, the IT guy, says, we all know who they are. I'm fully out of the market. Very smart, Dan. Very smart. Dan, the IT guy, says 100%, just a tiny share of Bitcoin left that I bought at 7,000. Hey, nothing wrong with that. You're up already. Infinite possibilities. I've been telling you that believe is junk for a long time, bro. You've been really excited about them, but I'm like, what are you excited about? There's nothing to be excited about. There you go. See that? So my family's getting in cash too. My family's getting in cash. I'm not the only one getting in cash. Other people are getting in cash too, taking advantage of these huge, huge, huge moves up in the market. Huge moves up in the market. So when you see these big moves, get in cash. I'm not saying that things can't go higher. I'm still 40% in stock, but I want to liquidate everything with nice returns. And some things I'm holding, but a lot of stuff I'm looking to sell. Yes, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, correct. Do I think that $13 for QBTC is a super deal? No, I don't think it's a super deal. I just think that it's one that you need to watch. And if the price of Bitcoin skyrockets, QBTC will skyrocket and GBTC will skyrocket. If the price goes down, QBTC will go down and Bitcoin will go down. And so will GBTC. Jimbo Code says 2 weeks to a month, in my opinion. 2 weeks to a month for Bitcoin to explode? Infinite Possibility says Bitcoin was up 1,000 yesterday and 500 today. Yeah, it's been making moves. It's been making moves. MC says TRPX is coming out of the bottom. Hey, thank you for sharing. What do you guys think about gold? Does anybody here believe that gold is going to go to 2,000? Does anybody else think like me that gold is going to break an all-time high? I'd love to know your guys' opinion. We got 37 people here. And please, guys, when you enter in this room, please smash the like button. Let everybody know you're alive. Smash the like. You just smash it. You crash it. You flick it. You touch it. You poke it. You caress it. Okay? Caress it. You can do whatever you want with the like, but you just got to make sure you do something with it. Okay? You must smash when you enter in this room. It's part of the prerequisites. Crypto Man says it's up 40% in the last 60 days. That's pretty good gains. Infinite Possibility says Pasha is making some moves. Hey, Crypto Man, you hear what Infinite Possibility says about Pasha? Take a look at the price of Pasha Brands, Crypto Man. They got murked. Those guys were the most cocky guys ever. They thought that they were the best stock in the world, and they turned into junk. Complete joke. Kind of funny how that works. Right, Crypto Man? Crypto Man knows who they are. Danny IT guy says, hey, Rich, gold is going over 2,000. I believe you, bro. I see it happening too, man. Gold's going to 2,000. Let's go. And if gold goes to 2,000, those 3 gold trades I got, BEX, MEK, and LBC, I have a feeling there's a very good chance we could see all 3 double and go up 100%. And I put my money where my mouth is because I actually bought all 3. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Yep, and I got lots of people I know, friends and family that have bought it as well. So Hopefully we can all win together on these big three. JJ says, crisis always reverts back to ancient gold. I agree, 100%. Dan, the IT guy, says, hit that thumbs up. Thank you guys for the 29 thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. Can we squeeze a couple more thumbs up? Can we squeeze a couple more likes out of the community? Can we just squeeze a 30th like? There we go. We got to 30. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Jeff Nowak. How you doing, Jeff? Hey, Jeff, guys. Jeff has been putting so many messages in our videos and so many pics. I appreciate you, Jeff. All your hard work, man. Thank you so much. Jeff Nowak says, Andrew Luck, short Andy can wish. Yeah, Andrew left right now is trying to short INO. He's shorting INO right now. Dan, the IT guy, says, Trump doesn't control the market. He controls a lot of things. Seems to be controlling the market to me. Seems as though he's keeping it up right now. They're pumping it. I can't imagine what else is keeping it up. Crypto Man says Trump won't let the market crash until after the election. I kind of agree with that. Infinite Possibility says Pasha got murked, but they went from 4 to 9 yesterday. Well, that's a nice move. That would have been a nice move to get in on. Crypto Man says, yep, like all other cannabis stocks, they thought they were hot shit, and then they came back to reality. Yep. They thought they were hot shit, now they're just shit. They thought they were hot shit, now they just shit. That's for damn sure. Now they can't even afford to pay for advertising. They can't even afford to get on our show. That's pathetic. First, they had too much money and it wasn't worth their time. Now they can't even afford to get on our show. That's the funny part. That's what makes me laugh. Dan, the IT guy, says best he can do is push the recovery. I don't know, Dan. Since Trump has been in power, the market's been at all-time highs. We just went through a pandemic and the market's going back to all-time highs. We're at 24K Dow. That's ridiculous. We've never really had a 24K Dow other than under Trump. So as far as I'm concerned, he's definitely done a very good job pumping the market. He's done a very, very good job doing whatever it takes to make sure that the market stays strong. Even in the worst case scenario, in a global pandemic, he's still making sure that the market is strong. He's done a good job as far as I'm concerned of pumping the market since he's been president. Now, you could say whatever you want about him on a personal level, but as far as the stock market is concerned, he's been absolutely phenomenal. Okay. Infinite Possibility says, Dan, the IT guy, Goldman Sachs controls the markets. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Goldman Sachs. They got a lot of clout for sure. Jeff Nowak says, short Andy ain't no Rothschild. Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure. You can't even put those two in the same sentence. Crypto Man says, Trump doesn't control the market, but his words and actions definitely affect the market. I agree with that statement. But he also has the ability with his actions to stimulate the market with essentially unlimited money, which does affect the market in a very big way. Because if he wasn't doing that, I think we'd already be in very serious trouble in the stock market. Infinite Possibility says, I don't think they're shit. Make lots of money on KLY. Yeah, I mean, you could still make money on penny stocks, but it doesn't mean that they're not shit. A shit company is a company that lies and steals to the public. The stock doesn't go up, just goes down, and doesn't build any shareholder equity or create any shareholder value. If you don't create any shareholder equity and you don't create any shareholder value for me, I have no interest in buying your stock. I have no interest in investing in your company. Unfortunately, 99% of all the cannabis companies so far have proven to be complete shit. That's a fact. Steven says, what's the best way to buy Bitcoin? Looks like there's multiple wallets you can get. Yeah, you can have your own paper wallet, which you can store at home or in a safe. You can have a wallet on your phone through blockchain. I have a blockchain wallet. You can have a wallet in exchanges where you put your cryptocurrencies and sell them and trade them. You can have wallets on, you can get a Taser or a Ledger, which is like a USB that you store your crypto on as well. So there's a lot of different things you can do with cryptocurrency. I personally love crypto, and I accumulate Bitcoin through my trading academy, and I love it, and I believe in it. And I believe that Bitcoin, specifically Bitcoin, is the future of cryptocurrencies. I also believe that Ripple has a future because they've only been the only one that's getting backed by the US government. So I believe that Ripple and Bitcoin have a future, but I'm not really too interested in any other cryptocurrencies. I mean, I like Litecoin and I like Ethereum. I like Bitcoin Cash, but I still don't like them as much as Bitcoin. To me, Bitcoin is the mothership and everything else is measured by Bitcoin. Dan the IT guy says, hey, what's up, AJ? Dan the IT guy says exactly. He can push a bit, and having him in office helps for sure, but he is absolutely market smart and will do whatever he can to pave the way to recovery. Yeah, I just, he's a businessman, and some of the tools that he's used, like putting tariffs on countries, and some of the strategies he's used to like get oil to recover from being in minus, dealing with the stock market during a pandemic, getting the Fed to essentially bail the US economy out by printing trillions of dollars. It's unprecedented. So unless you actually have that skill set that he has, you're probably buried by now. So I believe he's the leader of the free world and everybody else is following. Every other country is following. I don't see Trudeau leading the way in this recovery. I see Trump leading the way, and I see Trudeau following. I feel like that's kind of what's happening right now, especially in North America. I can't speak so much for Europe. Maybe Boris Johnson's doing some great things, for England, and maybe some other prime ministers and presidents and other nations are doing great things as well. But I only really see what's happening here in Canada and the United States mainly. And for me, I see Donald Trump being I see him being a leader who's standing up and doing everything he has to try to turn things around for the American economy and for America, which happens to be riddled with coronavirus infections and deaths right now. And despite that, the stock market continues to rise. So you have to give credit where credit's due. During a global pandemic, you would assume that the stock market would have crashed horrendously by now. And we did have a big crash, but we've had a massive recovery already. Montero, yeah, Montero had a big run there a couple of years ago. They've lost a lot of their value. I still think that they have some potential. They're definitely a very good privacy coin, but like I said, I'm personally more interested in Bitcoin. And if you're going to ask me about another coin other than Bitcoin, the second one would probably be Ripple. Dan, the IT guy, says, prevent a crash, not possible, but Trump will be there to ensure a big bounce. A part of me starting to wonder if he's already prevented the big crash. We had a crash. The Dow went to 18, right? We went from 29K Dow to 18K Dow. That's a crash. It was one of the biggest crashes ever in the history of the stock market. We've also just had a massive recovery from 18K Dow back to 24K Dow. I mean, that's a huge recovery. So we lost like a massive portion of our equity in the market, and we've already regained a big portion of it back. Do we see more downside? I believe we can. I do. But, I feel like we've built a huge cushion here. So maybe we go back to 18K Dow. But if we do, in my opinion, that's another huge buying opportunity. And then we maybe see 30K Dow after that. When the recovery comes, it's going to be epic. I believe we're going to see an epic recovery. And that's why I'm trying to get into cash, to try to position myself on the next crash when it comes. So I am anticipating a crash, but I'm starting to wonder if the window for a crash is shrinking. I believe the crash happens between June and August. So we're almost into May, right? So we've got May, June, July. So we've got 4 months, in my opinion, for a crash. I believe after August, we will start to come out of this better. Because between June, July, and August is when companies are going to be reporting Q2 financials. That's when I'm really concerned about what we're going to look like. June, July, August. If we can get through those 3 months, we get through the worst of it. So we'll see. But I'm anticipating we will have a crash, and during that crash, that's when I see gold spiking and skyrocketing to potentially 2,000 above. So this is what I'm thinking about. This is my strategy right now. I want to know if you guys agree with this strategy. If you agree with the way I'm thinking, if I'm right or I'm wrong. But remember, everybody right now, MC, is reporting Q1 financials. So we're still a little bit of ways away from Q2 financials being reported. Apple is reporting in 30 seconds. Oh my God. Let me pull it up on my charts. Let's pull up Webull. Can't see my screen. So damn sunny. Markets. Let's pull up some Apple. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Apple. Oh yeah, it's climbing after market, guys. Wow. So Apple is at $293, up 2% today, and now it's climbing up another 1.3% after market at $297. So let's just see what it does here. See if it maintains this or if it goes down based on these reports. It's doing a lot of movement, that's for sure. Wow. $298. Could go to $300 right now in this move here. It depends on what they report. Peter Volp says May 22nd, day one of crash is my prediction. Interesting prediction, Peter. Thank you. Steven says, any thoughts on what will happen when ACB does the reverse and issue more shares? What do you think the odds are of them pulling this off and turning this thing around? I think they have a good chance to pull it off. I do. I don't like reverse splits, though. But I think under the circumstances, they really have no chance other than a reverse. So they kind of have to. But yeah, it's very Mickey Mouse for a company that of that stature to be doing a reverse. But, you know, they lied about a lot of things, so I'm not surprised. Peter says, I am back to 60% cash, 40% invested. Hey, I'm the same right now. LJ or IJ says, Bitcoin and gold, which tickers? Gold, Kinross Gold, B2 Gold, B2G, Gold, symbol Gold, GOLD. Kinross Gold in the US is KGC, and Nova Gold, NG. Bitcoin, my favorite is GBTC. Dan, the IT guy, says reverse equals never good for investors. Yeah, I'm never a big fan of reverses. Alfonso de la Peña says, you really going to give credit to Trump knowing that the economy was already doing good before he became president? Yeah, I'm going to give credit to Trump because the markets did better than they had ever done in the history of the stock market when Trump became the president. That's a fact. When he became president, the markets went to all-time highs. So yes, I'm going to give him credit. That's a fact. They didn't go to all-time highs under Obama. They went to all-time highs under Trump. MC Chaitanya says people should consider post-lockdown effects. As of now, there is no proper treatment and vaccine. Yeah, I agree. Dan says, LOL, doing good and record highs are completely different. Trump is the man, just saying. Yeah, I mean, on a personal level, I'm not here to judge the man, but on a business level or in a stock market level, because we talk about stocks every day, I think he's done extremely well. He's done very well for investors. Jeremy Parks says, I'll hit the like if you give me those gold picks for an us ticket forum. What? If you give me gold picks like that in ticket form? I don't understand. I don't understand. USA ticker? Oh, yeah, the USA tickers are gold, AGC, Kinrod's gold, Nova gold, and B2G, B2 gold. Those are the tickers. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for smashing. So I've been really riding gold over the last few months, guys. And I really want to ride oil on the way back up too. And I believe that gold is going to be good for us. And I think oil is going to be good for us for the next few months. I also believe that coronavirus vaccine type stocks are going to be very good for us in the next few months. Inovio has been a beast, but I'm waiting for that to kind of come back down. Moderna mRNA has been a beast. Gilead Sciences has a chance to be a beast, especially if they find the cure vaccine first, which looks as though like they might. So there's a lot of companies out there that I'm watching every single day that have a lot of potential. Infinite Possibility says, I smashed the shit out of the like. Hey, man. Thank you. Hey, my pleasure, Jeremy. Whatever I can do to help, my friend. I appreciate you. Without you guys, there is no Rich TV Live. So I appreciate you guys, man. Whatever I can do to help. I just want to win. I want to help you guys win. And I want you to help me help you win. So if you guys have any picks that you think we should be looking at, specifically gold, because right now I'm really looking at gold, let me know. And I'm going to give you guys 3 gold plays that I'm buying as well, that I own. These are the Canadian ones. Those are the Canadian ones. Peter Volp says, watch out for dead cat bounce we just had. What are you guys talking about? Interesting glitch timing. The government is on him. What are you guys talking about? I don't know what you guys are referring to. So it was a sunny day. It's kind of overcast now. I think I'm gonna go make myself a burger. I could go out and get a burger, but I could also make myself a burger. I don't know. Feeling like a burger. Feeling like a barbecue. Maybe go hit the hot tub a little later on. Maybe I'll do a live stream from the hot tub a little later on. I buffered. Yeah, it's because I'm pretty far from my internet. I'm in my backyard. Check out HARV. What are they doing? HARV. I was up 17% today. Wow. Nice move. Nice move for HARV. Another gold play that I've actually been talking about and is doing really well today, it was up 11%, is AGG, African Gold Group. AGG was up 11% today. African Gold Group. AGG. AGG in Canada and AGGFF in America. Another gold play that I've been talking about has been doing extremely well. Yeah, man, I'm feeling like a barbecue, man. How is the new IPO stock price determined? Well, it's determined by the amount of revenue the company has. It's determined by the amount of assets the company has. It's determined by what prices the company raised money at. And it's also determined by the exchange. So people are typically going to try to come out at a price that they've raised money at, so the exchange can recognize that and say, okay, this makes sense. But the market makers determine what the real price is. So once they go public, if they go public at a really high price, then like let's say we go public, right? Rich TV Live goes public. And let's say we go public at a price of $1. And let's say we got 50 million shares. If we don't have enough equity on our balance sheet to justify a $1 share price, the market makers might just short us down. Now, if we have a lot of equity on our balance sheet to justify a $1 share price, which in my opinion should be at least $100 million, if we have $100 million in assets to justify our share price, then our share price might go even higher. The market makers will determine the price of the shares in the market. Now, there's things that companies can do to ensure that their market is operating at a high level. They can have relationships with market makers. They can have a marketing plan. They can do legal promotion. There's a lot of advertising you can do. You can have a good block of shares that are held by insiders and only have a small amount of shares that are issued into the float. So you're not going to have too much dilution into the market. There's a lot of things you can do. You can do share buybacks. There's a lot of different things you can do to try to really enhance the share price. And you can build your balance sheet and have a lot of cash on the balance sheet. And you can acquire assets with stock. And I'm not going to break it all down here because I'm not going to just educate everybody for free. But if you're a public company, you want to learn this, holler at your boy. I work as a consultant too, and we can help you. But we're planning on doing this ourselves, believe me. We're planning on taking our own company public, and we will be public. And we're going to make a lot of these companies that are failures. We're going to make them think twice when they think about whether or not they want to come on our show, because they don't understand the power of our community. I believe our power of our community is extremely, extremely powerful. We have a lot of people watching from all over the world, and I think that when companies come on our show, they get a lot of exposure. Dan the IT guy says, Rich, right after you were talking about Trump, your feed glitched for a bit. Yeah, that's interesting. AEX? You like AEX? Let's take a look at AEX. I think it's my internet that's glitching right now, to be honest with you. Things are running pretty slow here. Steven says, I understand the basics of how to short a stock, but how does the act of shorting put pressure on the stock price? Well, okay, just like buying makes the stock go up, right? When you buy a stock, makes the stock go up. When there's buying, stock goes up. Shorting is the complete opposite. It makes the stock go down, because what shorters do is they sell stock first that they don't own, and then they buy it back at a lower price. So that causes selling pressure. A whole bunch of shorting is a whole bunch of selling. A whole bunch of buying is a whole bunch of buying. Buying brings stocks up. Selling brings stocks down. So if you have a whole bunch of people shorting and essentially selling stocks that they don't even own so that they can buy them back later at a lower price, that's shorting. They sell a stock they don't own and then buy it back at a lower price. Or they sell a stock they don't own and then buy it back at a higher price, in which they're getting short squeezed and they're losing money. AEX is a gold play. CVE is another gold play. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'm having some issues with my internet. Struggling to pull up picks. So I'm not going to really pull up anything right now while we're live here because I don't want to lose the feed. Dan the IT guy says, it's when there's a ton of people shorting at the same on one stock, investors tend to freak out and sell. And that's the other thing. It also creates panic selling. You see the price going down, people start panicking and they just want to get out, especially day traders, speculators, just people like that specifically. When they see a stock is coming down and they're maybe just day trading it, they're just going to come right out. And there's a lot of people that do that nowadays. So it creates a lot of panic. But it also creates buying opportunities. Like Andrew left shorted Inovio from $19 back to $5. $5 was an amazing buying opportunity. And now we see it back at 13. And it was just at 15. And now he started shorting it again. Now it's down to 13. So I'm just going to wait to hopefully he takes it back down to $5 again. I'll buy it at $5. You talking about me? What do you mean, Peter? Hey, no problem, man. Oh, you mean like you're talking like you're shorter? You like to short, Pete? I think Peter's a shorter, guys. And that's all right. I have nothing against shorters. I just don't like shorters who use weird tactics like exposing a company so that they can short a stock so that they can make money. That I don't agree with, especially if they lie and they stretch the truth to get their way. I don't agree with that. I think that those are dirty tactics, and personally, I think that should be illegal. And I think that should be eliminated out of the stock market. But I'm not the one that makes those decisions. I didn't create the stock market. I'm just playing the game. I don't control the game, and I don't own the game. We're just playing the game, guys. And as we get bigger and we get stronger and we get more powerful, we have more clout and we have more say and we have more control in this game. Peter says, that's my style of trading, day trader. Okay, I understand. I'm more of a long-term investor, but I also like to day trade. And I do day trade a lot and scalp a lot with my trading academy. That's pretty much what I do in the trading academy. So I enjoy that too, but I also like long investing because long investors make the most money. They just do. So I like the idea of finding great companies early and getting in early and then watching them develop and watching them grow and making money as they grow. I really enjoy that. It's the Warren Buffett style. It's worked for him. He's the greatest investor of all time. And I also like the opportunity of taking advantage of companies when they're distressed. Another thing that Warren Buffett's done extremely well. So that's kind of what I want to do as well here over the next little bit. If the market does collapse, which a lot of people are predicting, including myself, between June and August, I hope it doesn't. But if it does, I'll be ready. I promise you that. Junette says Trulieve. I like Trulieve. They're one of the best cannabis companies in the world. There's no doubt about that. Peter says not a shorter. Okay. It's cool. Dan, the IT guy, says exposure of fake news for stocks happens all the time by manipulators. Absolutely. So there's a lot of ways that people skin this cat. And I just don't agree with shorters that trash people and expose their lives to the world to try to benefit from that action and make money at the expense of those companies and shareholders. I don't like those tactics. I don't think that they should be allowed. And I don't think they should be legal. For example, if you expose somebody and you're 100% correct, that's one thing. But if you expose somebody and then you're not 100% correct, then I think that you should be held responsible. And all of our losses as investors, you should have to pay them back. That's the way I think, because there's a lot of these tactics that are being used that aren't necessarily true. And there's a lot of opinions involved. And there's a lot of dirty tactics that are being used. And I think if you use those dirty tactics to benefit and it hurts shareholders and you get proven to be wrong, you should be held responsible. And those shareholders and those companies should be able to sue you and should be able to litigate against you, and you should be able to get jail time. The same way if a company is doing insider trading and they're doing manipulation in the market like Martha Stewart did, and she got jail time, well, why shouldn't a shorter get jail time and get sued if they manipulate the market and get proven to be lying? Shouldn't they get jail time? Shouldn't they be able to get sued by all of us? If they cause Inovio to go down, like if Andrew Left causes Inovio to crash or go bankrupt, and then Inovio comes up with the cure for the coronavirus, shouldn't all of us be able to sue him if we lose money? Shouldn't we be able to hold him responsible? Shouldn't he get jail time? I just try to understand how it's okay for people to do what he does, but yet somebody does insider trading, somebody manipulates the stock to go up, and they get jail time. But if somebody manipulates the stock to go down, that's okay. I just don't understand it. I don't see how it's different. I like talking about companies and getting companies on my show, and companies compensate me to come on my show. And because of that, Andrew wants to call me names. He wants to look at me. He wants to talk less. He wants to talk down to me. But meanwhile, he's allowed to manipulate the market and take stocks down. And he thinks he's a saint. And he wants to take down Inovio, a company that's looking for a cure for the coronavirus, the same country that Andrew left in Citron Research operate in and live in. They want to take down a company that's looking for a cure for the coronavirus, the same virus that's crippling America, the country that has the most cases of the coronavirus and the most deaths in the world. And he wants to put them at $1, and he wants to get the stock halted, and he wants them to get investigated, and he's already got lawsuits on Inovio. While the company is looking for a cure for the coronavirus, and they could potentially be one of the first and fastest companies to find the cure. And I've been talking about this for months. So I just don't understand why people are attacking a company that's trying to find a cure for the pandemic that has the whole world shut down. The same company that Bill Gates, who's way more rich and way more powerful last time I looked than Andrew left, Bill Gates gave $5 million to Inovio, so he clearly believes in their research. But for some reason, despite the fact that Bill Gates gave $5 million to Inovio, Andrew Left is still attacking them aggressively and shorting them. Unbelievable. What do I think about smart cannabis? I think that there's only a few good cannabis companies out there, and you need to be very selective. Infinite Possibility says, Antoine Creel told me about the 90-90-90 rule. 90% of people lose 90% of their money in the first 90 days. Kirk says, thoughts on Aleafia Health. Aleafia Health is just another one of the cannabis stocks that been a massive disappointment. Peter says, okay, entered the live chat, but I smashed the like first. Thank you, Peter. And guys, Peter has been trading with us in the Trading Academy, and he's absolutely killing it. He's killing it. I'm not going to talk about how much money he's making, but I can tell you he's doing extremely well. Literally doubling his money almost every day. So he's doing some crazy stuff right now with the Trading Academy. And if you guys would like to learn how to trade, love to have you guys work with me, love to have you guys trade with Peter. And you could copy trade someone like Peter who's having massive results. You could trade with someone like Amanda. You could trade with massive results. You could trade with someone like Amanda. You could trade with someone like me. We are all going to be trading together live as a team, and I'd love to have you guys join the team and be a part of the team. Not taking any calls right now. Second. Peter says gold has only one direction up. I agree with you. Infinite Possibility says, Dan, the IT guy, in the last few days, I've been watching all his lectures. Hey, man, knowledge is power, bro. Peter says, it's not okay, but the U.S. leader that basically accepts that kind of stuff. Brad says, is Andrew going to press about you? I don't know. But he knows exactly who I am, and I know exactly who he is. And every time I talk about companies, he likes to attack them. He likes to short them. He did it with Tesla. He's doing it with Inovio. He did it with Aurora. He's done it with a lot of companies that I've talked about. So, if he's going to continue to do what he does, then I'm going to continue to do what I do. I have a community and I have a voice, and he has a community and he has a voice. He'll continue to spread his hate and do what he does, and I'm going to continue to spread the light and do what I do. And we'll see where everybody ends up at the end of the day. Yeah, Andrew may have a lot more money than me, but does he have a better life than me? I really doubt that. I really doubt that. So I have no problem sleeping at night. I got lots of friends and family. I got lots of people that like me. I got lots of people that support me. I got a lot of people behind me. And you know what? He may as well, but he also has a lot of people that hate him. A lot. And probably got a lot of people that want to get him because he's stolen money out of people's mouths by shorting stocks and using different tactics to take stocks down for his benefit. And then when he makes his cryptic tweets about shorting stocks like Inovio and saying that they're worth $1, meanwhile Inovio's at 13, and made a lot of our members tons of money. When he does this stuff, he always says, investors have been warned, like his warning signal. I just find it so disgusting. So I just want to grow and become really, really powerful. So, if he wants to come at us, he can try. Because we're going to be talking about Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Tesla. I know he shorted Tesla from 969 because we were talking about Tesla going from 300. We actually started talking about Tesla going from 180 all the way to 969. Investors and members made a killing. Then he started shorting Tesla from 969 all the way to 350. Now Tesla went all the way back up to over 800. So he also tried to, short Shopify, and he got short squeezed. So. Dan, the IT guy, says, man, that would be sweet if Andrew would call you out. Andrew knows exactly who I am, Dan. He's talked to me many times, and I know exactly who he is. So, Andrew's probably watching right now. If he's not, then he's got his lackeys watching. But it's okay. I'm watching him too. So he exists in the marketplace, and I exist in the marketplace. And he'll continue to get bigger, and we'll continue to get bigger. And that's just the way it's going to be. But I will not join his side. That's what will not happen. B Primo. Yo, what's up, B Primo? Is that you, Bilal? Rich, do you think the corporations will leave China and move to India? Pretty sure that's you, Bilal. I'm going to make you a moderator, brother. I'm going to add you to the crew here of moderators. Brad says, Andy could be working for CNN. Yeah, you betcha. Not just CNN, CNBC, and a whole bunch of other networks too. Infinite Possibility says, that's what I think. Shorters should get jail time. I don't think shorters should get jail time. I don't have anything against shorting. I do short. I have something against people that put your names through the mud to get a response in the market so that they can get the stock to go down so they can make money. I don't like that tactic. I think it's disgusting. But hey, there's a lot of disgusting people in this world that make a lot of money, that do a lot of disgusting things. Peter says, Andrew Left has a history of screwing others for his benefit. There you go. Peter, you couldn't have said it any better. Andrew Left has a history, and he has a rap sheet with the SEC for screwing others for his benefit. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to sit here and screw others for my benefit. But yet Andrew Left likes to pass judgment on me because I talk about stocks. Meanwhile, he goes in on companies and completely annihilates them for his own benefit and destroys shareholders' ability to make money. That is disgusting, as far as I'm concerned. I would never do that. He does it every day. I find that disgusting. But hey, that's just me. That's him, and that's me. And everybody has their own way. And I will not join that side. I will never join that side. Infinite Possibility says, it's bouncing around here. Infinite Possibility says, all I can say is karma is a bitch. They will get their coming. things. Oh, I agree. That's what I said to you. He may have more money, but I promise you he does not have a better life. I'll promise you that. Because nobody that has a good life lives like that, trying to screw people, trying to expose people, living with so much anger. Writing an article yesterday about an OVO and in the title saying bad blood. That's a person that has anger issues. He clearly has a lot of insecurities and major anger issues. That's why I said if he wants, we can get into the ring and we can box it up. Whenever he wants, we can box it up. Get out some of that anger. Uppercut, hook, hook, uppercut. Dan, the IT guy, says, nice, Peter. I will be there at some point. Are you talking about the Trading Academy? I would love to have you in the Trading Academy, brother. Love to have you. I think you would kill it and you learn so much. Junette says, there's gold in them there hills. It's true. There's definitely gold in them hills. Robert says, when are you guys trading, Rich? I'm planning on actually going live and trading with the team tonight before Antoine. So I'm trading, I don't know, maybe pretty soon, guys. Maybe we'll just go live and we'll just trade as a team pretty soon. Maybe Peter can join us and Robert and all of us can just trade together today and just catch some pips because I can't do these late nights. It's killing me. So I'm thinking I want to start doing some earlier sessions for our team. And that way we won't have to worry about killing ourselves doing like these late nights, 2, 3 in the morning every night because I've been doing a lot of late nights. Steven says, what time of day do you trade with the Academy? I mean, our members are trading 24 hours a day. World, and they're trading at all different times. I trade with my team. So like literally all day long. It just depends. You know, when you're part of the Academy and you got the ability to make money on your phone, whenever you have free time, you can trade. So honestly, like mornings, nights, evenings, afternoons, 6 days a week. So yeah, pretty much whenever I want. Pete says, you guys need to join the Academy. You want financial freedom? Try it. Peter says he also did it with Namaste. Yes, Namaste, Peter. I almost forgot about that. Namaste was the first company that Andrew left attacked me with and tried to say he was going to take the zero. And he almost did. And he said he was going to bankrupt the company, and he almost did. But he didn't. And I still believe in Namaste. And you know, they're still down. So yes, Namaste was the first company that Andrew left warned me about, told me was trash, said they were scams, said he was going to take them to zero. He didn't, but he got close. He took them down a lot. How much is the Academy? The Academy is $235 US your first month. Then it goes down to $175 a month after that. And if you bring in 2 people, you trade for free. And then if you people, then you get a chance to be an IBO, independent business owner, where you can build your own academy, which is where I am. And now I have within our academy, within our team, we have 51 members and growing. And I am a Platinum 1000, which means I make $1,000 US a month in residual income to teach people how to be a part of this academy and teach people how to trade. And I'm only 17 people away from being a Platinum 2000, where I'll be making $2,000 a month residual, which is over 3,000 Canadian a month, just to teach people how to trade. So I love it. I really, really enjoy it. And I love the development within the team. And I'm excited about growing within the team. Oh, Dan, you're sharing my link? I love it. You're the man, Dan. Look at this. Dan sharing my link. You're not even part of the academy and you're sharing my link? Respect, Dan, man. I got love for you, brother. I would love to get you in the academy, Dan. I think you would kill it. Peter says, Dan, IT guy, once you get on board, let's talk trading. Yeah, bro. Peter's killing it. Dan, you won't believe it. Like, he is, like, within a week become the #1 trader in our team. Like, he's just absolutely annihilating it. Infinite Possibility says, how can one guy short so much? It's just what he does, man. Infinite Possibility says, if you're watching, Andrew, F you. Verge Society says, some people are just evil souls. They're just dark souls. They got a lot of evil inside of them. There's nothing you can do. I follow the light. There's more important things in life to me than money. I already have money. So once you have money, then what do you need? What else do you need at that point? You know? Maybe a bit of love, maybe a little bit of friendship can go a long way. Verge Society says AYTU was on Fox News today and they did an interview with Josh. Nice. Brad says Andrew is watching and waiting to pounce on a ticker announced in this chat. Oh, he's always watching. He's always watching. But we're working with much better companies right now, and the tickers that we're talking about are doing really well. So he's going to have a tough time shorting Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Kinross Gold, Barrick Gold, Nova Gold Resources, B2 Gold, Sunoco, Shell. So many good companies that we're talking about. Infinite Possibility says, Andrew, I got a ticker for you, believe. Kirk Lindsay says, yeah, pay-per-view. Would you guys not pay to see that? Your boy Rich in the ring with Andrew Left, the notorious short seller versus the notorious long-term buyer, a truth seeker and a person who follows the light and a person who believes in companies' growth and believes in the growth of the U.S. economy and the Canadian economy, someone who believes in the power of positivity versus someone who is all negative 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, hating on anything and everybody that moves and shorts anything that moves. Oh, man, wouldn't it be great? Can you imagine pay-per-view sales on that? I think a lot of people would line up to watch Andrew Lepp get knocked the fuck out. That's what I think. But that's just me. But you know what? There'd probably be a lot of people be lining up to watch me get knocked out too, so who knows? It would definitely be entertaining, that's for sure. Who knows? He might be a good boxer. You never know. He might kick my ass. But I doubt it. But you never know. You never know. Verge Society says, any thoughts on AUCA becoming a fintech company? The stocks kind of started out, but how they not go up with kiosks all over Vegas? Yeah, I don't know. AUCA has been a huge disappointment. How many investors are in the world? Millions. Peter says, yeah, sorry, man, I can't do nights. My daughters will neglect me, and my wife will divorce me. Yeah, so we're going to just start trading during normal hours, Peter, as a team. We're going to get a group. I'm going to get a group Zoom where we can just start trading as a team, and we'll trade as a team in the mornings and in the afternoons. And if people want to follow the mentors in the mornings and the afternoons, they can, or they can just jump in with us and trade with us. That's what I want to do, Peter. And you're winning anyways. Amanda's winning. Adrian's winning. A lot of our members are winning. So why as well just trade ourselves as a team? Steven says, what's the structure of the academy? Are there classes or are you just learning, doing actual trading? No, there's actual classes. There's online learning. There's actual Zoom classes. There's actual like conferences that we go to. And there's live trading that we go and we do as a team. And we copy trade mentors that are live literally 6 days a week, 24 hours a day. There's mentors that are live that we can just learn from and we can watch that are live trading. We can watch, we can learn from, and we can trade with. Kyle says, the Trading Academy seems like a pyramid scheme. What do you benefit from the academy? Who's doing the actual teaching? Well, I mean, you could call it whatever you want, but in any business where you build, you should have the ability to generate income. So because it's a business that you're introducing people to, you get an opportunity to generate income for introducing people to your academy. If I wasn't getting paid to introduce people to the academy, why would I introduce them? So call it whatever you want. I call it a business where you're growing and you're making money and you're getting paid and you're learning how to trade. But you can call it a pyramid scheme. I call it a trading academy because I learn how to trade every day. I trade every day. I'm building the academy. I'm getting paid and I'm winning. So to me, that's a trading academy. But you might want to call it a pyramid scheme. Everybody has their own opinion, right? Everybody has their own opinion. And like I said, the world is filled with the sea of opinions. Filled. Brad says, I'm worried Andrew could infiltrate the academy under a code name and attack. Do you know he's definitely not in the academy? What do you mean attack? Like, how's he going to attack? Like, he's already attacking. I mean, he attacks all of our picks. He shorts our picks. I mean, what is he going to do to me? He can't attack my academy. Like, he can't attack me. If he wants to attack me, he's welcome to see me in the ring. It's the best way for him to attack me. Why would Andrew left join my academy? I don't see how that would make any sense for him. But, you know, if he wants to learn how to trade, he can definitely join the academy and learn how to trade. Anyways, guys, I'm going to run. I got things to do, places to be. Gold, I predict gold is going to go to 2,000. It might go to 1950. It might not hit 2,000, but I think gold will break an all-time high. So stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready. This is your boy, Rich from Mr. B Live. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for smashing the likes. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe for more updates. Hit that bell for notifications. So every time we go live and interactive, you get access to us first. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring in the winners and we bring them to you first. Thank you guys for watching. I love gold. I predict gold will break its all-time high. We will see gold at 1,900. I believe we'll see it in the next few months. And sometime in 2020, I believe gold will above 2,000. This is your boy, Rich from Mr. B Live. And I'm out.